We'll cover these tips, tricks, and hidden features allowing you to leave this video as an iOS expert. Let's get started. The first tip I want to share with you deals with FaceTime. When you receive a FaceTime call in iOS 17, the user has the option to leave a FaceTime voicemail if you decline or don't answer the phone call. So you can see here we've got a FaceTime call in action. If I go ahead and hit this decline button, you'll see that it pops up and says Justin is unavailable, and you have this brand new option to record a video, which leaves a FaceTime voicemail for the other person. So you can call again, record a video, or close. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and press the record video, and it counts down from 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And here we are recording a FaceTime video, leaving it as a voicemail in iOS 17. And you can see it shows the time here of how long you're recording, and then at any time you can just press the stop, and then it will send off this message once you press the little green arrow here. You can rewatch it, make sure it's exactly how you want it to be. You can hit the play button. Here we are recording a FaceTime video. And then you can pause it there. If you want, you have the option to retake it in the bottom right here, or we can just go ahead and send this voicemail off, and look what happens once we send it off. We send it off, and on the other receiving end here, we get a little notification from FaceTime, and we can unlock our device, and it says Stan left video message, and you can watch it right here on the phone. So you can just press play. Here we are recording a FaceTime video, leaving it as a voice. You can skim around, press pause. You can message them back in a text message, or you can FaceTime them immediately. And even better, they've got a save option, so you can save this locally to your phone just like that, and it downloads it. So that is FaceTime video voicemails in iOS 17, a really cool feature that I think a lot of people are going to love. The next feature I want to talk about in iOS 17 is live transcriptions of voicemails. Just like the old days in the 90s when you'd have an answering machine, you could hear the person on the other end and pick up at any moment. You can now do that in iOS 17 with live transcriptions of voicemails. So when you get a phone call, it pops up with a little dialogue whether you want to answer it or not. And if you send it to voicemail, you've got this brand new interface right here where it live transcribes everything that you say. So you can hear me say what is showing up on the screen right now in real time. And then you have the option to message this person as a text message, or you can pick up, just like in the old days, if you heard someone on the answering machine and you wanted to pick up the phone and start talking to them immediately, you can now do that as it live transcribes their voicemail in real time on your phone, and you can see every detail just like this. And if I stop talking or if I mute the device, it ends that sentence, that one very long run-on sentence. You can see the punctuation needs a little work, but you can scroll up, you can scroll down, and it gives you enough information to see if this is a robot calling or if this is a real human, and whether you want to pick up that phone or not. So it keeps the phone call live, and you just press the green pickup button to answer it, and then you can start talking to that person, and it even saves that voicemail on your local phone. So we can go ahead and pick up, and now here we have the live phone call just like this in real time. Just answer to voicemail like that. So I'm going to go ahead and end that call, and that is one of my favorite features in iOS 17. The next feature in iOS 17 that I want to talk about is the contact poster. When you open the phone app, you're updating your new contact poster. It prompts you to update it. It allows you to come in here and design an entire new contact card. So you can see I've got my contact right here, and I can press this edit button in the top right and then scroll down to the edit section, and I get this brand new interface, and it looks just like the interface when you're customizing your home and lock screen on the iPhone. And I can swipe over and see the different various profiles of a contact poster. So right now, our contact poster is pretty basic. It just has my Memoji and some text, but I can press this customize button and I can say a contact photo or a poster. We'll go ahead and hit the poster button, and it brings up 3 to 4 new options here of how I can design this contact poster. And this is an integral part of iOS 17 because whenever you call people on iOS 17, your contact poster will automatically show up on their phone. And you can design it and put whatever photo you want, want, or however you want to stylize your contact poster, whenever you call someone and they're using iOS 17, they'll see whatever you make right here on this device. So we can come here with the camera, we could take a photo, we can come over here, smile, cheese, and then use this photo for the contact poster. And it allows us to, it prepares it, it puts the name at the top. It even has the depth effect in the back where you can see the text stands behind my hair. So you can come in here, you can pinch the crop, you can zoom in, you can make it however you want. You can swipe over for some styles here. We can keep it on the regular one. You've got the 3 options here for the depth effect. If you don't like that, you can turn the depth effect off and always see the name. I like the depth effect. I think it looks really good. And then we can come in here and pick another photo. If we want to pick other featured photos or all other photos that are on our iPhone, we can do that right here. So I like this version of it. I'll go ahead and hit done, and then it lets us preview the poster here. They call it the contact card and the poster, and then we'll hit continue. This looks pretty good. It allows you to crop and update the contact photo. I'm going to go ahead and skip this. We'll keep my contact photo as the Memoji. But then when I hit done here, we have this brand new contact photo and contact poster. So we can scroll down and see, it shows my face. And whenever I call people, this is what it looks like on the contact poster. They make it really easy to edit this. You just come in here, you tap on your contact, you press edit, and you press edit again, and you can change up all of the various different contact posters. We can even create an entirely new one. We can use Memoji for this one, and we can come here, we can say that we're a dog. We can pick different faces here. We'll pick that one, and then we can even change the font of the name up here. So we can pick different fonts. They've got a few options there. We can change the size of that font. We can pick the different colors. We can pick purple, and then we can change the background here to black. That looks more like pink, so we can slide this over more to purple. And now I've redesigned the whole contact poster here, and I can hit done. And what's really cool is that you can have more than one. I'm going to skip the contact photo again. We'll keep the contact photo as my Memoji. But now when I click edit, or here, I'll hit done first. So I've updated to my most recent one with the Memoji. But if I want to go back to the one that I previously created, all I have to do is just hit the edit button again. And I can hit the edit button and see all the different contact posters that I want on my phone. So if I want to call someone and have the Memoji pop up, I can select that. Or if I want my photo to pop up when I call someone, I can select this one and hit done. Done. So you can have multiple versions of your contact poster and change them as you feel. Just like you can change your lock screen on the top here, you can come in here and hold down and swipe over and add a brand new lock screen just like this on your iPhone. So they make it really easy to come in here and modify all of this new content with the contact poster and the contact photo. Really excited to see what people come up with, because as you get new phone calls, you'll see what their design of the contact poster is, and everyone has their own unique personality and their unique photos, so you'll be able to see that kind of content right there on your iPhone. When someone calls you, you'll see their contact poster, and when you call them, they'll see your contact poster. So one of my favorite iOS 17 hidden features that you can design a contact poster and it immediately shows up when you call someone that's using iOS 17. The next feature in iOS 17 that I want to talk about is in Messages. They have completely redesigned the iMessage apps drawer. You used to slide across the screen here to access your iMessage apps, but now they have this plus button right here on the side. You press the plus and this new animation, it's beautiful, it pops open and you see all of the default apps that are on your iPhone: camera, photos, stickers, cache, audio, location, and then you've got the more section for all of your other apps that you've installed, iMessage apps. They show here, and this is the new interface that you'll use to access them. So instead of swiping across the top toolbar here for iMessage apps, you'll press this plus button and you'll scroll down and you'll have full access to all of your iMessage games and all of your iMessage apps. You just tap on one and it instantly opens up at the very bottom here. So really cool way to open up your new iMessage apps or your old ones. You just swipe down and you press it and it instantly opens up just like this. So really cool way to interact with iMessage now. And I think a lot of people will enjoy some of the new apps that they have here, because one of my favorite ones is the Stickers app. I can come in here and design a brand new sticker. So all new stickers will appear here. Let's go here and press this main stickers button, and it says no stickers. Stickers you create from photos will appear here. So we can press the new stickers button. And this is a big deal in iOS 17 because it appears everywhere system-wide. The stickers app is just as popular and right next to your emojis. So when you're using emojis in other apps, you can also use stickers. Perfect for things like Instagram stories or Snapchat. So I can come in here and make a sticker. I can scroll down, I can find, a really fun image. We can use some of these AI art generated images. Let's scroll down and find one that I like here. Let's start with this one. This one looks interesting. I'm in some kind of spacesuit. So I can create a sticker instantly. It highlights my face and my body using the same technology as we do when we copy the subject in photos. So I can add the sticker to my iOS 17 stickers app, and now I can just drag it into the message just like this. And it allows you to create stickers. You can come in here, you can pinch and rotate, you can move it around, or if you just want it in the body of the message, you can tap it once and press send. So just like that, it sends the message. And this is really cool because it allows you to come in here and design stickers from anything. I can come in here and design a sticker of the corn. We'll see how well the sticker comes out. We can add that sticker in, and then we'll see. This is an animated sticker because it's a live photo. So that's why we can't see it right now. You can add in live photos of your moving objects, and it'll create a sticker for it. So that's a really cool way of making sure. This is a live photo too. We'll see what happens when we add this. So now we have both of these live photos in, and it animates them. So I can tap on this and it's like a GIF, and you can see the animation of that live photo. So live photo, every time you take a photo on the iPhone, if you have the live photo mode on, I'll demo it for you right now. This section right here in the top right, if you tap that, it turns off live photo. If you tap it on, it turns it on. It displays right here, live photo off and live photo on. So this button right here in the top right. And when you take a photo with live photo on and you just snap a photo, it takes some clips before you take the photo and after you take the photo, and it merges them together. You can just hold down to see the very beginning of when you took that photo, before you took the photo, and after you took it. So that's a live photo, and you can come in here and make animation stickers based off live photos. So when we tap on the stickers app in iOS 17, any new sticker that you add that has a live photo component, which means that it animates, it will create that type of animation for you. So it's really cool because you can create fun GIFs. We can come in here and create a, this is a live photo. We'll see what this looks like as a live photo when we add this in a sticker. So you can see that I'm not moving much here. I can add an effect. I can come in here, it's on the original. You can see me moving now. So I just took a photo and put my phone down. I can move an outline on it. I can go to the comic style. Can make it puffy or shiny. I like the comic one though. We'll hit the comic, we'll hit done, and then I can press it and send it right into the chat just like that. And this is the stickers app. It's a brand new way to interact on the iPhone, and you can come in here and create as many stickers as you want. Other people can create stickers, and of course we can drag these different stickers on and resize them. We can put them anywhere in the message thread just like that and drop it. And it makes it fun to communicate because you can use your own personal photos, your own live photos, and then your friends that are on iOS 17 can do the exact same thing. They can use their photos to create stickers. All you have to do is just open up the Messages app and scroll over to a message thread, press the little plus button, and then go down to stickers, and you can add as many stickers as you want. You can see popular emoji that are right here. This is what the new emoji picker looks like. You've got your Memoji that you can add here on iOS 17 using the Face ID camera at the very top. You can come in here and add different Memoji stickers. And then, of course, other developers will be able to interact with this. So you can see the App Store app has stickers already embedded that we can send here. So they made all these announcements at WWDC, Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference 2023, and they created a developer pack of stickers, and other developers will be able to add their stickers in as well, and you'll be able to send them to friends and family. Check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, where you can get a $30 bonus today when you sign up using the link in the description, appfind.org/Rakuten. You can shop at your favorite stores with over 3,500 stores to check out, and you install the plugin, create an account on Rakuten, and earn cash back today. It's really cool that you can come here and get paid to shop, and of course you can earn your $30 bonus today using the link in the description. This helps out the AppFind channel a lot, so check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, using the link appfind.org/Rakuten when you're using the app. So when you come over, this is what the traditional emoji section looks like right here, but we'll have this brand new stickers component to it where you'll be able to select stickers from various different apps and add them in without developers needing to add any extra work. All the stickers that you make here in the iOS 17 Messages app will work across multiple apps, and it'll be very fun to interact with multiple apps using the stickers that you design right here. So that's an iOS 17 feature that I'm sure a lot of people are going to love. Let's see what else we have in iOS 17. The next feature that I want to share with you in iOS 17 is the swipe to reply. This is very popular in other Messages apps, but if you see a message and you want to respond to that particular one, all you have to do is just swipe to the right of it, and it will automatically bring up the form to reply to it. Traditionally, if you wanted to reply, you would have to hold down, then you'd have to select reply, and then the keyboard would pop up. But now if you see a message that you want to reply to, just swipe to the right of it, and just like this, it'll allow you to easily reply to it without having to hold it down and wait and hit another button. So very easy to come into iOS 17 and swipe to reply just like that, to instantly reply to any message that you see in a thread. You just swipe to reply just like that. So that's a new iOS 17 feature that many people are going to love, making it much easier to communicate in threads. You just swipe to start a new thread and reply within it. So I can come in here and say, great title, and then send off. So very cool way to interact and create new threads just by swiping. You can see now there's one reply underneath there. If we come in, see there's one reply, and we can tap on it and see it. So very fun way to come in here and interact in iOS 17. You can swipe to reply now to use new threads. Just swipe a message and it instantly pops up to reply to someone. In iOS 17, they've introduced search filters in Messages, so you can more precisely find your different messages in the search box. If you come up here, you can type someone's name. We can type in Stan here, and you'll see these filters pop up, Messages with Stan Lee. And I can tap on that filter there, and it populates in the search bar. So now it's only showing me messages from Stan Lee. I can backspace and delete Stan Lee from there. I can type in Black, and then a new filter pops up, Messages with Black Panther. I can tap Black Panther, and now only messages from Black Panther will show up. Additionally to this, I can come in here and type other search parameters like photo, and now only messages with photos will pop up on my iPhone. So in Messages, you have a brand new way of searching for content, and it makes it easier because if you know that you're looking for a photo, you can type the name of that photo and put the search parameter photo on it. I can come in here, we can type in Stan one more time, and then put the filter Messages from Stan on it. Stan pops up at the very top here. And now we have other parameters. I can put a link parameter, I can put a photo parameter, or I can put a location parameter. So it's very specific here in Messages on the new iOS 17 update. When you're searching for new content, you can make it very easy to find it just by putting the different search parameters in the very top. You just type in who you're looking for, and whether it's a photo, a file, or a link, and then you can add in some additional information like corn and hit search. And if there was the text corn in here, it will pop up. But since it's just a photo, it does not pop up. So you can make it very easy to come in here and search in iOS 17 under Messages and have all new types of parameters just by typing in, a new person's contact information and adding in a link, photo, or location, or a specific word that was in that message. So it makes it really easy to find new content or look up old information in your message threads on iOS 17. The next feature I want to talk about in iOS 17 deals with Spotlight, the search component, and a new feature with alarms in the clock app. If I type in clock, it will show all of my alarms that I have turned on or off in Siri suggestions. And I can come up here, I can set a timer, or I can add an alarm with these brand new buttons right here in Spotlight. So I can just press add an alarm, and it takes me instantly to this new interface to add an alarm. I can say in 1 minute, just like that. And then this alarm for 9 a.m. is turned on. I can turn it off without ever opening the clock app. It's right here in Spotlight, and all I had to do was search for the clock app. Now sometimes it even shows up when you swipe down. I can go ahead and disable that alarm there. So it's smart. It'll use your intelligence here on the device to know when to show the alarm right here underneath the iOS Spotlight settings. But if you want to actually pull it up, you just type in clock, and we can see the 9 o'clock alarm has been turned off. I can turn it on just like that without ever opening up the clock app. If I want, I can tap on the clock app, go over to the alarm section and see my different alarms here. I can turn them on or off, but I think it's really neat that I no longer have to even open up the clock app. I just swipe down, type in clock, and I can modify the alarm straight from Siri suggestions under the Spotlight section of this new iOS 17 update. So they've made it really easy to come in here and use Spotlight. And now we can see a recent search for my 9 a.m. alarm. I can turn it off and on. And now anytime I am swiping down, that recent search pops up, 9 a.m. alarm. I still think I want to wake up at 9 a.m., so I'm going to keep it on. But if I wanted to, I could just turn it off, just like that. So it makes it really easy to come in here with this Spotlight search to remember your alarms, turn them off or on, and then open up the clock app when needed. So you just tap to turn them off and on, and then you can type in clock to open it up and make additional adjustments as needed. So I think this is going to be a really helpful feature for many people that just swipe down on Spotlight to access the search component, type in clock, and then can access their alarm right here within the search menu without ever opening the clock app. The next Spotlight feature that I want to talk about in iOS 17 deals with birthdays. When you swipe down to access Spotlight, or you tap the search component with this button right here where it says search, Spotlight also opens up. You get a new tab right here that says birthdays found in contacts. So you'll see just by swiping down or going to search, everyone that has a birthday that's in your contacts. So you can see here, Stan Lee. I can come over here, I can access the contact card for Stan Lee, and it pops up just like this. We can scroll down, open in contacts, and see that Stan's birthday set for today, June 13th, and then they pop up on the Spotlight search when I swipe down and I see Stan Lee. So it's another cool feature. They've added all of your contacts that have birthdays in them. You swipe down and Stan Lee here is popping up because his birthday is set for today. So birthdays found in contacts is a brand new feature in iOS 17, and all of your friends and family members that have birthdays will appear in your Spotlight search when you tap the search bar, or when you swipe down, you'll see their names right here where it says birthday found in contacts. So a very cool feature in iOS 17. I'm sure you'll love to remember, you'll wake up and you'll see any birthdays, you'll just tap on them. You can instantly message that person right here to get started, with a happy birthday message or a good morning or anything you want to share with them, as their birthday appears right here on your phone using the search button. So really cool feature in iOS 17. The next feature I want to talk about in iOS 17 deals with reminders. And this is a very hidden feature that's going to be very handy for those that do weekly shopping lists for groceries. You can come over here and create a new list, and then you can name this list groceries. And then you can type list type. Right now, it's a standard list, which allows you to type in normal to-dos and reminders. But you can switch it over in iOS 17 to groceries. And groceries under this list type will organize grocery items automatically using sections. And this is really cool. It uses AI and machine learning to detect what you type, and then it automatically organizes it for you. So I'm going to hit done, and now I have this brand new groceries list. So no items have been added, but items added to this list are automatically categorized using sections. So if I come over here and I type milk and I press enter or done, it starts to organize them automatically. So it puts a title up here, dairy, eggs, and cheese. If I come over here and type Fruit Loops and press enter and done, it starts to organize them, breads and cereals. So it uses an incredible technology here. If I come over here and type a brand new thing like eggs, I can type in eggs and press return. It automatically adds eggs under dairy, eggs, and cheese. So this new groceries list type in the Reminders app automatically sorts your groceries based off the type. If I type corn, that's the vegetable, I can press enter and it puts it under produce. So it's super smart in here and lets you organize your veggies, because typically all of these items are near the same area in the same aisle. So it automatically organizes them for you. So when you're shopping next to the dairy, eggs, and cheese, you can get your milk, you can check it off just like that, and you can get your eggs, and then you can head over and get your bread and cereals. We can type in bread and we'll see it put it under bread and cereals, just like that. So really fun way to come in here and use reminders. The list type again is called groceries, and it automatically organizes your groceries list so you can be more effective when you're shopping each week at the local supermarket or grocery store. And all you have to do to get access to this is in iOS 17, you open up your Reminders app, you add a brand new list, you can name it whatever you want, but the important part is to come over here to the list type. You switch this over to groceries, and then it will start to automatically organize your list type here. So that makes it really easy to come in here. We've already created a list type for groceries under the name groceries, and you've seen the examples here. As I type in different items, it automatically organizes them just based off the type of what I type in here. So I can come in here, I can type in green beans and press enter, and it puts it under produce. So super fun way to come in here and shop and get new access to your groceries. And I think a lot of people in iOS 17 are gonna love this feature for automatically organizing your grocery list in the Reminders app using the list type groceries. Brand new way to interact in iOS 17. In iOS 17, widgets get a brand new way to interact with on the home screen. Traditionally in iOS 16, when you opened a widget or you tapped on it, it would open the application. But in iOS 17, widgets can be interactive on the home screen without opening the app. App developers can take full advantage. We just created this groceries list in the Reminders app, and now I have the Reminders widget on my home screen, and in iOS 17, I can interact with it without opening the Reminders app. So look what happens when I check off milk. I tap on it, and it just fades away into the background, just like that. And I've interacted with the Reminders app on my home screen using the widget without actually opening the Reminders app. When we tap on a widget, traditionally, you know it opens the app, but in iOS 17, you can allow the app to interact with the widget without opening the app. And it's very cool that they allow us to come in here and do this. So I can just tap on green beans here and check it off right here on my home screen without ever opening the Reminders app. Now, of course, developers will need to code their widgets and make their widgets supportive of this new interaction feature, but we're gonna see a lot of new updates to widgets to where you can interact with it on the home screen without ever opening the app. So you just tap on it just like that, and it makes it really fun because now I can just go back to using the phone after I've interacted with the widget without ever opening the Reminders app. So you can tap on the gray area there to open the app. We can see other things that we checked off. We can uncheck them because we haven't actually gone and get them. And then they pop right back up on our home screen for us to go get. So I think this is going to be a really neat feature in iOS 17. A lot of people are going to love interacting with widgets without having to actually open an application. And of course, all of the data that you interact with will sync directly back to that app. And then you can access that data when you open the app the next time. So can't wait to see what developers do for widgets now that they are interactive and you can play with them on the home screen without ever opening the application. Today's sponsor is the L Gear 2-in-1 charger, which lets you wirelessly charge your iPhone using MagSafe. You just snap it to the back here and it automatically charges your iPhone, and there's a space in the back for your AirPods Pro 2, so now you can wirelessly charge your iPhone and the AirPods Pro at the same time. This 2-in-1 L Gear charger is great, and you can purchase one today using the link in the description below. They sponsored today's video, and in iOS 17 there's a brand new feature called Standby, and it looks great on the 2-in-1 L Gear charger. Take a look at Standby here, as we can turn our phone sideways in iOS 17, and as long as it's connected to power, which we have the MagSafe connection power here with the L Gear 2-in-1 charger, we get this new Standby mode where we can swipe and look at different new components, a new widget. It turns your iPhone into a smart display where you can see little bits of information right here on the home screen. So we can put it back in lock mode and it will bring us a new component every time we swipe. So we can change the design of it, we can personalize it and make it our very own. And this is really cool. We've got the calendar, we can see what our agenda is tomorrow, we can swipe up, see the weather, and we can swipe up, see the calendar. So we've got various different options here. And then we can also swipe over and see photos. We can come over here, see nature, come over here, see cities. This looks great on displays, so you can snap your iPhone up and turn it into a smart display in iOS 17, and no better way to do it than using the 2-in-1 L Gear charger using the link in the description below. This looks perfect, and they have even more views. They've got a clock feature here. We can swipe and look at the various different clocks, Cupertino, got the time, and another widget here. So they've got multiple ways in iOS 17. This feature is called Standby, and it lets you swipe and use your iPhone as a smart display when connected to power and turned into landscape mode. So there's no better way to connect to power than to use the 2-in-1 L Gear charger, where you can charge your AirPods and your iPhone at the same time in this small component, and it makes it really fun in iOS 17 to be able to view the new displays here with Standby. Little smart widgets and smart displays. We've got the reminders widget, the calendar widget. You can check it out in iOS 17, and the 2-in-1 L Gear charger is perfect for it. So I think you'll really love this. Check it out using the link in the description below to get your 2-in-1 L Gear charger today. And in iOS 17, you'll be able to use the Standby feature to turn your iPhone into a smart display. The next feature in iOS 17 that I want to share with you deals with Apple Pay and Apple Cash. When you're in iMessage, you can now send reoccurring payments through the Cash app. So you just access the iMessage drawer right here with the plus button, and then you tap on Cash. And then here it pops up the traditional, how much cash do you want to pay? You can say $2, $3 or show keypad. And when it expands to this keypad here, they have a brand new option in iOS 17 to do a reoccurring payment. And you press this button right here and it brings up a brand new widget here where I can say today, I can pick when this starts. So I can say starting next week on the 19th. It repeats every week, every other week, or every month. And then I can add a memo. And this will automatically send this amount of money every week starting on June 19th, and I can add in a memo and say snacks or whatever it's for. So Justin may not be able to see the memo on devices running older versions of iOS 17, but everyone on iOS 17 will be able to see this. So we can come in here and hit next, and it asks us which cards we want to use. So we can use our Apple Cash balance right there. We can hit continue, and it starts setting up Apple Cash. And just like this, I've set up an automatic recurring payment just like this without any additional tools. I can use it right here in Apple Cash in the iMessage app, and it's been really easy to set up this automatic payment. So I think a lot of people are gonna love being able to do this for things like rent or utilities or recurring bills that you may have. You can now go into Apple Cash. It's currently set up, and I can come in here and create, every week, every other week, or every month, and hit next, and come in here and send off this payment, and every week it'll start doing that. So now It's $4 weekly, starts June 19th, and I can hit the send button. So I'm not gonna actually send this transaction because I don't wanna start sending $4 every week to another Apple Cash account. But that's how you set it up. You just log into your Messages app, you hit the plus button, you scroll over, you find the Cash app, and you scroll up, and you've got this additional recurring payment button right here at the bottom, and you can come in here, you can type in today. It looks like you have to set the amount first. So if I come in here and tap on $1, $2, $3, I can come in here and type in an amount here. I can type in $10. So after you have set the amount, then you can come over here and hit recurring payment. Because after you hit the recurring payment button, it does not let you modify the amount. So it's very important that when you load up this Apple Cash, if we start from the beginning, you hit the plus button to access the Cash application on the iPhone. You swipe up, and then you get this recurring payment button right here. You press that, but before you do that, you type in however much you want it to be recurring. So $500 each week, you hit recurring, and then you can see how often it repeats. Every other week, every week, or every month. I can say every month on the 1st we send $500, and then just like this, it'll start that automatic payment. I can add in a memo and say for rent, and then hit next, and then it pops it right here in the message thread. And to authorize that transaction, all you have to do is just hit the send button in the bottom right, and then $500 monthly starting July 1st will reoccur and happen instantly. So this is great. I know a lot of people use Venmo or Cash App each month to send their payments for rent or their utilities or their meals or however you do monthly reoccurring payments. You can now do that in the Apple Cash iMessage app rather than going into the Venmo or the Square app and manually doing it every month. So I expect this to be a feature that a lot of other apps copy because it makes it a lot easier. If you don't have to, come in here and think about sending your payment every month, you just set an automatic one. It makes it so much easier. So I'm going to be using this to authorize and pay, a lot of my recurring payments. You just set up an Apple Cash. This makes it so much easier than using other ones. So definitely a really neat iOS 17 feature that you can access and set up recurring payments using Apple Cash inside of the iMessage app today. The next feature in iOS 17 that I want to talk about is in Safari. In Safari, you have all of your different tabs. And if you open up a private browser now in iOS 17, you will not be able to access it unless you can authorize it using Face ID. So private browsing is now locked in iOS 17. And all you have to do to unlock it is just press the unlock button and Face ID pops up and you can unlock the iPhone private browsing windows. So if you hand your phone over to someone and they try to access the private section, they will not be able to see any of your private browsing in Safari because it is now locked behind Face ID. So I think this is really helpful in protecting your privacy and all the private content that you search. Of course, they'll be able to open up and see all of your traditional tabs that are not private, but if they tap on the tabs list and they try to swipe over to private, you're going to have to unlock using Face ID in order to get access to your private tabs. So really neat feature in iOS 17. They're protecting the private browsing tabs right behind Face ID, and you'll no longer be able to get access to it unless you authorize. And anyone that has a Face ID match on your profile will be able to unlock the private browsing tabs. So really cool feature. Private browsing is now locked in iOS 17, and I think it's a hidden feature that many people will enjoy. In iOS 17, they've completely re-engineered the keyboard to predict what you're going to type and also have much better autocorrect. So I can come in here and say my favorite. And when I begin to type in favorite here, you can see the prediction has already begun. I can just automatically press favorite. And then I can come in here and say my favorite basketball. When I begin to type the words basketball, it begins to auto-complete it. It already knows that I'm typing basketball. And it's so cool, and it even pops up on the keyboard screen itself to autofill different words. So I can say my favorite basketball player. I can begin to type the word player, and look at that. It auto-completes player. So I've typed in the first 3 letters of the word, and then it automatically knows the last 3 letters of the word. So I don't have to type them in. I can just press the spacebar button, and look what happens. It completes the word for us. The words and prediction on the new iOS 17 keyboard is much smarter than iOS 16, and it allows us to come in here and type complete sentences, and it predicts what you're going to type next, or it autofills the complete word. So my favorite basketball player is Michael. I'm going to swipe this, and then I can put in Jordan and spell Jordan just like this. And again, it starts to auto predict what I'm going to type. I've typed in the first 4 letters of Jordan, and it's completing the last 2 letters. And all I have to do to complete that word Jordan is press the space bar at the very bottom, and it types the rest of the word for me just like that. So it's really cool that in iOS 17 they have re-engineered the entire keyboard to have better autocorrect and to allow it to predict words that you're going to type and complete them for you. And I think this is really cool that you can come in here. I can say my favorite basketball player is Michael Jordan. I can put a period and then start to complete a whole new sentence with its auto prediction. The best basketball player ever. And just like that, I've typed using the keyboard itself and its auto-predicted, technology that it has. So I think this is a really cool development in iOS 17, that the keyboard is much smarter than ever before. It can autofill words for you, and it can have better autocorrect suggestions and even better spelling and correction of incorrect words. So major hidden feature here in iOS 17, that you can use the keyboard to complete words. Once it predicts the word, it will highlight the rest of the words for you, and then you just press the space bar and it automatically fills them in for you, so you do not need to type in the entire word. I think that is an incredible iOS 17 feature, and I can't wait to see many people start to use it. The next iOS 17 feature that I want to talk about deals with linking notes together. In iOS 17, when you're in the Notes app, you can add a link to another note right inside of the app. So here I've got this note called subscribe open. I can tap on it and bring up the selection tool here and scroll over and select the add link button. And what this does is allows me to link to another note that I have in my notes database. So I have an app called Dear AppFind. I can type in Dear AppFind subscribers, and now it will link to this other note, and I can go ahead and hit the done button, and that link pops open right here inside of this note called subscribe. So if I want to get access to the Dear AppFind subscribers note, I just tap on it and it instantly takes me to Dear AppFind subscribers. So I can go back to my notes here, and we can go over here to subscribe where I've added the link. I can come in here and tap on Dear AppFind subscribers again, or I can take you through that process of adding another link. We just tap once and we scroll over and we find the add link button, and if it disappears, you just tap on it again and you slide right back over and you press add link, and now you can enter a URL or a note title. So we'll add Dear AppFind subscribers again, and we'll tap on it just like that, and we'll hit done, and it adds a second link to Dear AppFind subscribers. So you can link multiple notes inside of another note in the Notes app in iOS 17, and it makes it really easy to find and organize all of your notes, and you can link to other related topics just by pressing the add link button. You tap on the note, you slide over, you press add link, and just like that, you can add a link to another note inside of a note on iOS 17. A really fun feature for people to stay organized inside of the Notes application. The next hidden feature I want to talk about on iOS 17 is personal voice, and you access it in the accessibility settings. So you just open up your settings app and you scroll down to accessibility. And once you found accessibility, it's right here. You can tap on it, and in iOS 17 under speech, they have a brand new feature called personal voice, which allows you to create a personal voice on your iPhone. You read a series of sentences aloud, which may take around an hour. It generates a personal voice and securely stores it on your iPhone, and then you can use that personal voice anywhere. You can use live speech on your iPhone. You can use type to speech, which uses your voice that you record, but in an iOS app such as FaceTime or phone. So this is a really cool way to, you can preserve your voice, or if you, have a disability where you can use your iPhone to speak for you, it makes it really powerful to come in here and create your own personal voice, and then to be able to use that in various different apps, whether developers are taking advantage of it or whether you're using it in default apps like FaceTime and phone. So a really cool feature, you can come in here and create your personal voice today in iOS 17 and then use that personal voice in other apps. And it's a really neat it's a really neat artificial intelligence feature, which uses, of course, course, machine learning to be able to, making a voice that sounds just like you, but of course, say other words. So really cool feature in iOS 17. Check it out today, create your personal voice. This has been 17 hidden features in iOS 17, a really cool new operating system that you can check out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to comment below and let us know what your favorite iOS 17 feature is. Also, if you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to figure out when we release our next video. We love making these technology videos, and there's plenty on iOS 17 and more coming. Also, feel free to comment below and smash that like button and let us know what you think of this video. Thanks for watching today's video. It's been 17 hidden features on iOS 17, and we'll see you in the next one.